Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing us how to make a wonderful design. This video was requested for, and the name of the design is popularly known as faux design, but I call it forest design. So today I'll be using 0.30 fishing line, as you can see, then my flat nose plier and my cutter, and I'm using a beading needle size 9. So to start with this design, this is this design, this is it. So to start with this design, you pick 11 seed bead, 11, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you tie it to form a loop, make a circle with it, and as I'm tying it, you do the normal tying. You tie 3 times for it to be firm. And you cut the excess, the tail, you cut out the tail. So at this point, after picking the 11 seed beads, so this is what we have, this is it. So here you pass your needle through the first 3 seed bead. After passing through the 3 seed bead, you pick 5 to make a loop. See, the seed bead you're coming out from, you pass your needle through the back. So you can see it very well. Yeah, the same bead I'm coming out from. You have this. Then the same thing you did, you pass through the next 3 beads, 3 seed bead in front. This is it. Pick another 5. Pick another 5 seed bead. Pass through. Go through the back of the seed bead you're coming out from, you're exiting from. You do this 4 times and you have 4 loops. Then pass through the next 3 in front. You pick another 5. Another 5, and you exit. You come out from behind the one you're exiting from. You pass through the next 3. So I pick another 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. then do the same thing. So after this first step, you have something like this, 4 loops. So from where you're exiting, you see where this my fishing line is coming out from. Then I'll pick 3 seed bead and pass through this one here, where the seed bead will use in forming that loop, the second loop. This is it. This is where I will exit from. Then I'll pick 3 seed beads. 3 seed bead. Then I pass through this. This will be the base for the next loop. That's why we're forming it now. So pick another 3 seed bead. Another 3 seed bead. Pass through the next bead you use in forming a loop. Pick another 5 seed beads. Another 3, sorry. Then pass it through the same place we've been passing, the next one in front of you. The next bead, seed bead you use in forming a loop. You see the shape is forming here. Then pick the last 3 beads. The last 3 beads, then you pass it through this one here, the last beads, the same place. So this point, this is what it looks like. You see, this is the 3 beads we'll pick. So this is where we'll form the next base. So at this point, since I'm coming out from this side, then I'll pass through the 3 bead I picked last. I'll pass through the first and the second one, exiting from the second one, this place, and the second, this way I'm exiting from. So as I'm exiting from here, I'll pick another 5 seed bead. Remember, on top, the 3 you picked are the basis for the 5 seed bead you're going to pick. So at every point when you pick the 3, you should have the base, the 4 base like this. You have this, you have this. This is where I'll be passing my needle through these ones here. So at this point I'll be stepping up. So I'll pass through this one and this. Just for this first one. The other ones I'll just pass through this one, the one at the middle. So at this point I'll pick 5. Then I'll pass it, I'll come back through, just the same thing we've been doing. You have to pay attention to this design. This design is simple but it's tricky. Then at this point, after picking that 5, then I'll pick 3. Then I'll pass this 3 here through this one, the 3 I picked before. Then I'm crossing through this one. Where I'm passing my needle through, that's where I will pick the 5 and come back from. So after picking 3, I pick 5. I'm picking 5. This is 5. Then I'll come back through that same bead. This is it. Yes, I have 2 already, and I have the base in between the 2. Then I'll do this. I'll pick another 3. And I'll pass through this one here, through this, the one at the middle. Then I'll pick 5. Then I pick 5 and I pass through this one, the same place here. So then I'll pick another 3. Then I'm passing through this one. Remember the middle. As you're coming at that same place you pass, you pick another 5 and pass through the back. This is 5. Then the same place here, where my rope is coming, my fishing line is coming out from, I'm passing through the back. So if you're seeing it, I'll pick the last 3. The last 3, and I'll pass it through this one here. So if you look at it very well, at every step you must have this 3 into 4 places here. You see the same thing. We've come back to the same place we started with. This is it. So at this point I'm going to step up. If you see it, you see this 3 again. You must have it. If you don't get it into 4 places, if you don't have this 3 into 4 places, know that you're missing out something. Like this. So at this point I will step up. Stepping up, I have to pass through 2. The 2 here. That's stepping up. Then when I step up, then I pick 5. This is my 5. I go through the bead and come. This is just the pattern you follow till you get your desired length. This. Then at this point I'll pick 3. Remember, don't forget this part. It's very important, because once you forget this part, you've missed it. Then at this point I'm picking 3 again. Then because I'm not stepping up, I'm not going to pass through these 2 coming out from this middle. Rather, I'm going to pass straight to the middle one here. This is where I'll pass this needle through. So it will form, I'll have my first base for the next step. Then at this point I'll pick another 5. I have 5 bead here. Then I go through the back of the same place I'm coming out from. Then I have another 5 there. Then to move forward, I pick another 3. If you get this pattern, I'm repeating this because this is just the design, and if you're not careful you miss it. Remember, see where I'm going through the 3, so I'm forming my base as well as I'm moving. Then I pick another 5 seed beads. Remember, the seed bead I'm using is size 2. So I pass through the back after picking my 5, you see. Then I'll pick another 3. Pick another 3. Then I pass through this one here. This is it. Then once I come out from that bead, I pick another 5. Most of my students, they always complain that this is difficult, but I don't see it as such. Once you get the steps and pattern of doing it, you just have to pay attention. So here we go. Then I'll pick another 3, 2, 3. Then at this point, I'll pass it through this place, this bead where we came out from before, because that's the last one. That's the first one I passed through. So this is it. So at this point, I should have the base. Like I told you, at every step you have these 4 beads like this. You see the 3, those 3 we picked will form this for you. So at this point, to step up, knowing where I'm coming out from, to step up I have to pass through these 2 here, the same thing we did before, but I'll do this again after this time. Then I'll show you the length I'm doing. Look at this, you see this. Then this is stepping up. You pass through 2 seed bead because you're stepping up. I'm holding the 5, the previous 5 down, so that I will not confuse it, will not be confused with it. So this is what I have. Then at this point, I'm picking 5. This is the 5. Then I'll pass through the back of that same bead I exited from. 5. Then I'll pick another 3 beads. Then this point, because I'm not stepping up, if I'm stepping up it's going through 2, but because I'm not stepping up, I'll skip that. I'll just pass through the middle one with that 3. Then after picking that 3, I pick another 5. I'll go through the back of the bead I exited from. This is another 5. And I'll go through this bead, the back of this bead. I pick another 3. I pass it through this one, the middle one, those 3 in between. The 3 at the center is where I'm passing it from. I pick another 3 there. Then at this point I pick 5 and pass through the same bead I exited from. This is just the way what you do. The only problem here is if you're not careful, you confuse it. It will confuse it. This is 3 seed bead. Then I pass it through behind the bead I exited from. So this is just the process. I pick another 3. I pass through the next one here. This is the 3. Then I pick 5. This 5. I pass it through this. This is the 5. So at this point I'll pick 3 now. This is the last 3 I have to pick for this step. So look at the place I'm exiting from. I'll pass it through this. This is the first one, the first 5 I picked in this step. I'm passing it through this, if you can see, through this one here. So at this point I have the 4, 3 in between the 5. Then the next thing to do is just to step up, like I've shown you before. I step up here. So here, when you get to this point, you have these 4 places. You must have this. If you don't have this, because this is the base for your 5 seed bead when you're picking it, if you don't have it up to 4 places, know that you're missing something. You must have it in this design. So at this point, if I'm to do again, I have to step up. Remember, stepping up, I pass through 2 beads, but after stepping up this way, the next one I pick is the 3, and I pass through the middle one and pick another one, just like that. I will do this and I'll show you the length I want, but this is the same pattern you will use till you get to the length you want, your desired length. So this is the length I want. I made this in 5 places. The design you saw when the video started, you see the design. That's what I made with it. I made 7 of this because this is the length I wanted, because it's the client order. I want to, there's a particular design my client requested for, so that's what I will do with this design. So do yours. You can do it any length you want it. If you want to use it for bracelets, necklace, earring, go ahead and do it. So for me, this is the length I wanted. I made this in 7 places because I'm using it for a particular design. So do yours. You can make it to any length you want it. You make bracelets or earring with it, even necklace. So if you like this video, don't forget to share, comment, visit our page on CCV Craft on Instagram, Facebook, and my channel on YouTube. You can watch other videos. Bye bye. See you next time.